everybody. Welcome back to the KGC show. Today, I am joined by music's greatest. I truly do say that because he is a younger generation with that high, lonesome sound like Vince Gill, and he's just a great, great person with a great heart. Please give it up for the newest member of the Oak Ridge Boys, the great and talented Ben James. How you doing, sir?
I am great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, sir.
So, how did you get into music?
I grew up in church, and my dad was in a gospel quartet. My dad's a great singer. My whole family is into music, but I grew up singing in church and learning from my dad and his quartet knowledge. And yeah, man, I just it's always been a part of my life ever since I have my first memories.
Yeah. What was it like getting your start in bluegrass music? Because before you joined with Daly and Vincent, you got to work with a gentleman by the name of Doyle Larson. So, what was that journey like for you?
I went to Nashville and got to meet Jimmy Fortune. Jimmy Fortune took me to the station inn the night that I met him, and that was on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, Thursday, I got a call from Doyle Lawson. A couple people at the station inn told him about me, and I went and auditioned on Saturday. So that's just how fast it works in the music business, and you just get a break and go from there. And it was incredible. I didn't necessarily grow up just a bluegrass kid. I grew up in all kinds of gospel and bluegrass harmonies, and just landed with one of the best, and I was blessed to start with Doyle Lawson, who really helped shape me in a lot of ways. And I was thankful to have that foundation with him.
Right. And then with you put together this amazing solo record called
Yeah.
Wonderland. And I
Hmm.
want to tell people if they're not familiar with this record, if you've ever heard of Ben wanting to sing, so great. That gospel or that record, oh my gosh, hands down. Talking Tennessee is one of my favorite songs on that album.
Man, thank you. Thank
So
you
what
so
was it like
much.
putting it together?
It was amazing. I got, approached by RBR, Redbird Records, and they asked me to do a record, and they asked me who I'd have to have on it, and I told them the best guys that there were. Ricky Skaggs playing mandolin through the entire thing, and Josh Swift, Ben Isaacs, Brian Sutton, Aubrey Haney, Ron Stewart, the best 18 bluegrass people I can think of, and it was pretty incredible that they agreed to do that. And the songs are special. A couple of them that I wrote, and uh, it was a special time. It was really cool to do that record.
Yeah. What was it like getting to make a record with Ricky Skaggs?
It was incredible. Ricky is, obviously an icon, but he's became a great friend, and he's a great encourager, and he's just an awesome dude. I love Ricky, just one of my heroes, really.
And another one of the people that you love to hang around is Mark Wills. What is Mark Wills like?
Mark Wills is just a normal guy. He's just like me and you. He's he had incredible songs, an incredible career, and I love Mark so much. He's one of those guys that likes to take people under his wing and just be kind to them and include them, and that means a lot.
Yeah. And you got to sing with a top tier gospel group called Daly and Vincent. What was it like getting to work with those guys?
Oh, they're great. I've been a fan since I was a little kid. They used to come to a place called the Broyhill Center in Lenore, North Carolina. We went every single January, and then I finally got to perform with them there and all over the country. But yeah, and if it wasn't for Daly and Vincent, I wouldn't have met the Oak Ridge Boys. But I had a great time working with them, and such talented and great people. I love them both to death.
Yeah. And Aaron Lee McComb, the bass singer for Daly and Vincent, what an incredible talent.
Unreal. He can rattle the cage, can't he?
He sure can. I love him
Yep.
when he sang with the Goldens.
Yep.
Yeah,
Aaron's he's one of if not the best bass singer alive, other than Richard and Jeff Chapman and there's just a few people that can do that.
yeah. So you talked about it. You mentioned it just then about that magical night in Wheeling, West Virginia, when Joe said, "Let's everybody sing Elvira," and you walked
Right.
out there, and he handed you that mic on the second verse. What was going through your mind, and what do you remember most?
I was just hoping I can remember the words. The Oak Ridge Boys, they're so cool. They're some of the best at being normal and treating people so kind. And a lot of times when they have opening acts, they'll have everybody come out and sing Elvira at the end of the show. And I was standing beside Joe and had my phone out. It was a surreal moment just being beside of Joe Bonzel and all the Oak Ridge Boys. And he said, "Here, sing the second verse." And luckily, I remember the words. And just formed a relationship with those guys, and that's how it all started. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And from that night, you went on to do your debut record with the guys called Mama's Boys.
Yeah.
What was it like putting that record together for you?
Oh, it was, again, it was kind of a pinch me moment that I got to go in the studio with the Oak Ridge Boys and, uh, Dwayne Allen, his brains on harmonies and how things work. And it was just amazing, man. It just blessed and never thought that would get to happen.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs that you sing on that record is Dottie Rambo's Mama's Teaching Angels How to Sing. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that song came to be for you to sing?
Well, Dwayne Allen brought that to our attention, and what a classic song. It's been recorded a lot, and we put our own spin on it. And you can never go wrong with a Dottie Rambo song.
That's right. Another song I want to talk about from that record is That's the Way Mama Made It. Those
Yep,
amazing song to help kick off that record. You also
yep.
sing the lead on. What was that for you like?
Oh, I love that song. It's a great song, and like you said, it's the title of it's "Mama's Boys," and I think that was a great song to kick it off with. A lot of fun to sing.
That's right. And what was it like putting together that music video, Come On Home? You got to be the star in that, driving from home to a hotel and call home. What was that like?
That was a lot of fun, and we got to go in Chris Golden's Cadillac, and I was just praying the entire time I didn't wreck it. But that was a lot of fun. Jimmy Fortune got to be my dad in the video, so that was a lot of fun that day. Got to hang out with all the people there, and it was a good time.
Yeah. What was it like for you to get the call to join such a historic group?
Yeah, it was. It was kind of a no-brainer. And like I told somebody earlier today, if you'd have told 10-year-old Ben that he would get to ride the roads and help out with the Oak Ridge Boys, I probably wouldn't have believed you. It's surreal. I can never replace Joe Bonzel, but I'm happy that I can go out there and help those guys do a show, sing the tenor line, and I love them all so much.
That's right. And I said this to you when you were up here in Spokane, Washington, and I want to ask you about what was that like coming out west with the boys and everything, and what was that ride like? But I told you then in Spokane, and I do mean it now, Joe could not have picked the better replacement. I think you
Thank you.
fit that spot perfectly.
Thank you so
And
much.
from my perspective, thank you for honoring Joe with every song you do. It truly means a lot to true Oak Ridge Boy fans like me who I love the guys. And so to see you respect Joe with everything, it truly warms my heart to know that the Oak Ridge Boys are in a fantastic spot with you. And I
Well,
see the
thank you.
world's brightest future with you. And what advice has Dwayne and William Lee and even Richard given to you that you apply today?
Yeah, I mean, just being the best version of yourself. Because again, nobody I don't care who they are, can replace Joe Bonzel. Joe Bonzel was his own person. He was an icon, still is an icon, will always be an icon. And, they have helped me understand that the best thing I can do is just be myself.
Right. William Lee Golden calls you a breath of fresh air. What does that mean when you hear that?
I have no idea. But, I guess I just bring kind of a younger energy, and, you know, and, uh, I stay excited, and I guess that rubs off on him. I don't know what he means.
I know on the Drifting Cowboys podcast, which if you guys have not seen Ben James on the Drifting Cowboys podcast, please check out that episode. It is fantastic. Ben, you did a great job. But
Thank you.
you told a story on there about how it was maybe your second week out with them, and you were just nervous as all get out. And William Lee woke you up. Can you tell that story?
Yeah, I was asleep. I was wore out in the bunk. I was asleep. It was probably 11 or something at night. William Lee Golden shook me and told me there were a bunch of people outside of the bus that wanted to meet me. So I got up and put all my clothes on, went outside, and there was no one there. He was just sitting over in the corner laughing. That's how he is. He's a jokester.
And if fans ever get to see the Oak Ridge Boys live, which you guys will talk about, you guys are continuing on the Route 66 tour, but
Yeah.
you have so much fun with the band. Sometimes I forget to watch the others, and I just watch you.
Oh man. Hey, if you're not having fun, what are you doing?
Yeah,
So I like to pick on Rex the most.
Rex, he's incredible.
Yep,
And he's always the most fun to play along with.
that's right.
And but can you talk to us about the upcoming album called Buried Treasures and what was it like going back into the recording studio with the guys again?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We got to work with Anderson East, and I've always been, and Dave Cobb, and I've always been a huge fan of Anderson East, and it was fun. Yeah, I mean, these guys are legends. I just feel honored to be there with them.
Yeah. Whose idea was it for the Come On Home music video?
I think that was William Lee Golden's idea.
So that's an incredible that his vision actually came to life in the music
Yeah.
video and what's 2026 got for you and the Oak Ridge Boys?
We're gonna work as many shows as possible, and I, I told Dwayne Allen and Golden and Richard that I'm here until they want to give it up.
That's right. And
Yep,
please, please, please continue on the legacy of the Oak Ridge Boys
that's right.
because it could not be in a better hands than Ben James. And it's
Oh,
also, and we also have to say congratulations on you being a first time daddy.
that's
Congratulations,
right.
Ben.
Yep, Mr. Hunter, he's 2.5 months old. So,
Wow.
yep.
Congratulations. And I have
Thank
to
you.
ask, hearing William Lee Golden singing Thank God for Kids every night, does it take on a new approach now?
100%. I love that song.
I do too.
Yeah, because it's all new meaning to me.
That's right. And where can people go to keep up with you?
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and I believe that's it. Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, keep up with there, and that's where I post the most. So yeah, y'all check it out and give me a follow.
Please do. And when you get that new album done with the Oaks, you want to come back and share about it with us?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Well, yes, sir. Well, we love you guys. Love one another. Please give it up for country music's great and bluegrass music as well. He can sing bluegrass, he can sing country, he can sing gospel, anything he puts his mind to, and it still sounds like Ben James. Please give it
Thank
up
you.
for the incredible Ben James. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, man.